Trina Oates from Australian Vintage. Welcome to Kurrawa TV.
Thank you.
Tell us about your long association with the club.
Oh, I've been associated with the club personally for many years, over a decade or more in the beverage industry. And I'm now the proud custodian and representative for Tempest 2 Wines, which is part of the portfolio of Australian Vintage Wines.
Tell us more about Australian Vintage and the wines that you represent.
So I represent some amazing brands. The flagship brands are obviously McGuigan's, Tempest 2 and Nepenthe, as well as a variety of other small growing brands out there in the marketplace.
You supply wines to the club. What products are available at the bar normally? I would imagine there's a lot of, but which ones are they?
So Kurrawa I'm very grateful, is ranging some amazing wines out of our Tempest 2 portfolio. Tempest 2 is a vineyard established in the Hunter Valley. It was originally known actually as the Hermitage Road. Now, due to French legislation, the name was changed and is now Tempest 2, which is actually Latin for second time around.
Tell us something about tap wine. We have a lot of it there and a lot of thirsty customers.
Yeah, so Tempest 2, for starters, the wines are distinctively bold, they're elegant. Our winemaker, Andrew Duff, is all about creating wines with bright fruit, crunchy acidity and charming balance for all occasions. And we're also investing in, technology and also in innovation within the industry. So we've actually, in the last 12 months, put Tempest 2 wines on tap. The reason for this is having products on tap enables us to present the wines the way the winemaker intended, and the quality of the wines are incredible. So they have no exposure to air when they're poured from tap, and the first pour to the last pour in the keg is your optimum premium quality wine. Now,
you're conducting a special event at the Kurrawa Club this month. Tell us about the wine tasting event. It sounds delicious.
So we're giving an opportunity to our viewers out there to jump online and book an exclusive experience where you get to experience the wines on tap from Tempest 2. It's on the 17th of September, so I think that from memory is a Thursday night from 4:30 to 5:30, and our club members out there and visitors can book online.
A great night, just to not only to enjoy some great wine, but a nice way to mingle with people. And in this day and age of COVID, it's nice that we can still do that to an extent. It beats the virtual drinking. And I was looking at the lovely wines you have there, and I have to have a virtual wine later on. Now, let me tell you, that's not my cup of tea. Now, if somebody wants to find out more about your wines, how do they do that?
First of all, come into the club. Come into the club and experience the wines.
Once again, tell us about the wine event and how they can become part of this.
Yeah, so on the 17th of September, we've got an intimate wine tasting experience. Numbers will be limited, so please jump online to book. 4:30 to 5:30, and consumers will get the great opportunity to experience the quality, fresh, premium wine on tap from Tempest 2. Beautiful Sauvignon Blanc, a lovely rosé, and an Italian-style created Pinot Grigio.
Absolutely fantastic. Lovely chatting with you, Trina. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next to the bottle later on.
Absolutely. We've got amazing wines, fantastic regions, but what makes wine special is where we drink it and who we drink it with. So come on down to Kurrawa Surf Lifesaving Club.
Australia, it's been a while since we've seen you.
You've been stuck at home all this time.
So we reckon you deserve a holiday.
You deserve to stretch your legs.
You deserve a little sun and fun.
You deserve some chill time.
A bit of thrill time.
A bit of you time.
Australia, you deserve to play through.
You deserve a long lunch.
You deserve a sleep in.
You deserve to hang out. Woo!
You deserve a drink.
Or two. Australia, you deserve some playtime.
Welcome back to Kurrawa TV, and got to say a big welcome to Simone van Eck. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Great to be here.
Yes, you have a lovely backdrop, all those surfboards and stuff and surf skis. I was talking before off camera, if you can surf, and you said you could stand up. That's about 10 steps ahead of me, let me tell you that.
Yes, no, it's always been good.
Tell us about your roles at the club and what you do.
Well, this year I've got some brand new roles. So far I've the under 9 and 10 board coach, so I've just started that this year. And then I'm also the admin assistant in the office, as well as being an active member throughout the club since I was 8 years old.
How did you become involved, and how does this club compare with other local surf clubs?
I became involved back when I was 8. Started Nippers through some family friends here at Kurrawa. Did my SRC in under 14s. Just stayed involved in the club, made some good connections, and just ended up with positions I am now. I think we hold a very good family vibe here at Kurrawa, which is always good to have, which is one good thing, I guess, that is different to other clubs. Just making sure that we're a community and that each age group, especially in Nippers, is nice and friendly and moving on through each age group and keeping their age managers, which is always a good thing.
Tell us more about the Nippers program, the ages represented, and what Nippers teaches kids.
Yeah, so Nippers, you can be as young as 5 years old. We actually start our new season on the 4th of October. We have one more sign-on day coming up on the 13th of September at Guardian Angels. So if anyone wants to come along to that, sign up their kids, they can do that from 5 years old up till 13 years old. And it's just a great surf program. They learn all about surf safety, as well as when they're older, they can go into volunteer positions, which are always good for kids going into the workforce, having a volunteer role on their resume as well. Is
there much competition amongst the clubs for Nippers?
Yeah, there's heaps of competition actually. So competition can start from under 8s. So as a 7-year-old, they do lots of different events. They do wade, swim and board and relay events. So that starts at 7 and it goes all the way through to masters as well in the surf club. We have branch titles just with our Gold Coast club, as well as state titles for the juniors. And then once you're older, 14s and up, you can do Australian titles as well. Okay, just once more, the Nippers sign-on date is the 13th of September. 13th of September, yep, at 8:30 till 10:30 at Guardian Angels Pool. So come along with your family, 5 years old and up, and just having some form of ID for all the people wanting to sign up. And what about the season? That commences when? The season commences on the 4th of October at 8:30 here at Kurrawa. Absolutely fantastic, a great club. And now, because you work in the office, you'll be making sure that Jeff and Tracy keep working hard, and Tamara, because I have heard rumours that they go to sleep with the big Mexican hat under a tree at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I don't know if that's true, but you know, the rumours that that people have been spreading. So make sure they don't sleep in under the tree, okay? Never, never, never. Keep that rumour going. That's a fun one. Simone, thank you very much, and great talking with you too, and all the best. You too. Thank you.
The Queensland coastline stretches across 6,973 kilometres. Our surf lifesavers can only patrol so much of this coastline. You wouldn't drive without a seatbelt. We need your help. Don't become another drowning statistic. Always swim between the red and yellow flags.
Welcome back to Kurrawa TV. Graeme Byrne is the vice captain. Tell us about being that, Graeme, and welcome to Kurrawa TV.
Thank you. I assist Andrew, the club captain, with putting the rosters together, which we are at the moment for the forthcoming season, and generally looking after everyone that's on patrol.
How did you get into this role? It's a very responsible one and very important.
It is, yeah. I joined in 1989, and within 2 years I was club captain. Things back in those days were a lot different to what they are today. Being an ex-police officer, I had experience in controlling or mentoring people, and it was a great background to have coming to surf lifesaving.
How long have you been with the club? And you mentioned it's changed a bit. Tell us about the changes.
When I first joined 31 years ago, the kids all had weekends off and you didn't have to worry about it. But today, all the kids are working, so you've got to take all that into account. So there's a lot of changes that way, as well as education. You've got to be so much more educated to be able to deliver courses. The wife and myself just done another unit of competency, which took 40 hours just for one unit, which is a 502, so that we can teach.
COVID-19 has really created some bad effects for surf clubs up and down the coast. What about with Kurrawa? How much did it affect the club with what you do? And are things back to normal?
No, and they won't be for quite some time. With proficiencies and that coming up, we've got to be so much aware of distancing, having smaller groups instead of having, say, 90 people in one group to put through their proficiency. We've got to split them up so we can cope with the social distancing.
Now, what's the calendar of activities for the rest of the year?
It's just non-stop. People just don't realise that what we do in the background, it's the same as the supporters club itself, that people don't realise what goes on by the volunteers on the supporters committee. It's just every weekend there is something on, and all this time you've really got to be dedicated. Everyone knows how important surf clubs are to the community, but too many take it for granted because, well, it just works so well. It's one of the, what I say to people is you join a football club and you just play football. You join a surf club and there'd probably be 100 different things that you can compete in. Self-rode surf boats. I started the IRB team here, the present one back in 1989. I do beach sprinting. I'm coach of the March Past team. There's just so many things that you can compete in by just joining a surf club, and it is so clean. There's no drugs. There's nothing. And the people are just like family. And that's the one of the great things about this club. I mean, all clubs have that sort of community feel about it, but for some reason, Kurrawa just sort of leads the way, doesn't it? Oh, yes, yeah. Look, I spent 5 years on the supporters committee as a director, and what I learnt there was unbelievable the way this club is run. And it always has been, because we've got business people there in those positions that know how to run a business. Now, we have to talk about upstairs, which is always a lovely part of the world, just to watch the woes of the world sail by. Obviously, you're a man of great experience, maybe with upstairs. What's your favourite nosh up and a libation to follow, just to give a hint to those in Victoria, New South Wales, the ACT, and probably most of the world? They can't really get here. You can tell them what they're missing out on. When this club first opened and I walked up those stairs and got to the top and looked out across that ocean, it would have to be one of the best restaurants in Australia. I've had my own restaurant. After 5 years on the supporters committee, my wife and myself went and opened up a restaurant and bar in Chiang Mai. And it was very successful because of what I've learnt how to run a business as the supporters club do.
Look, it's a pleasure chatting with you. Look forward to seeing you upstairs with a libation or two. Being a policeman, I'll be ex-policeman, sorry, I'll be very careful what I say and what I do because I know how you think.
After I left the police force, I went into the hotel business and I was a publican.
Is it? Tell me this, what's the thing, but why do ex-policemen go to pubs to run? I mean, there are so many that ran pubs.
Because they know a lot of criminals that all drink at the hotel, so they've got a good...
Oh, that's hilarious. Looks fantastic. Look forward to seeing you, and a great job too. Take care.
Like beer together.
Thank you, Kurrawa Surf Club. We thank you for your staff, your beautiful view, and the way you look after us. You're amazing.
When booking hotels, instead of searching Cheap Hotels Sydney, think, I want to be close to an organic cafe. I want to be close to a gym, bro. I want to be close to a mean-ass comic book convention. To find that hotel close to everything, just rethink the way you book. Jumbo.online.
Tamara Aldous is Marketing, Membership and IT Coordinator. Tamara, welcome to Kurrawa TV.
Hi, mate.
How you doing?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Now, you've been at the club for nearly 13 years. Was this the role you started in?
No. So when I first started, I was a very casual junior admin assistant 2 days a week after school, and my role has changed about 2 or 3 times since then.
So they're keeping you on your tippy toes. Tell us about how your role has grown or maybe expanded. I mean, with all the things that are happening right now, social media is really becoming very, very important.
Yeah, so my role has changed quite a lot in 13 years, adapting to the new marketing platforms that have become available to us. So when I started, we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have Instagram, we had none of that. So I've created all of our different marketing channels and communications. I've implemented our new email newsletter and stuff like that. So it's changed quite a lot. And that's just the main changes that I can think of off the top of my head.
Fantastic job too, but really quite involved, and it's amazing. Some people don't understand how much really goes into it. They just see the end result. What's the most challenging part of what you do at the moment?
Coordinating with all the different people we have at the club. So coordinating with our head chef, with our functions team, with our cafe team, with our gaming team, making sure we're all on the same page. We all know what's coming up and what's happening. So all of our staff can communicate that with our members and visitors.
So you're the go-to person. You probably know just about everything about anything at Kurrawa.
I always joke that I can do everything but cook a steak or pour a beer.
What can we do to get more members, and what will they get out of being a member?
So all of our members receive discounts at the bar, bistro, cafe. Our higher tiered members also receive a discount when using our function room as well. So that goes up to about 20% discount for our elite members. There's always ways where we can offer more to our members. We're always listening to what they want from us, and we're always looking at different ways where we can implement a strategy to achieve what they want. So we're always adapting, evolving, thinking, and even though it might not take us a little while to get there, we're always trying to think of a way of how we can achieve what our members want.
It's an amazing club. I think the behind the scenes, the backbone of the club, people like yourself and Tracy and Jeff and the whole lot who just work tirelessly throughout the day, and you can see the end result. It's just a wonderful, wonderful place to sit back, relax, take in a breath of fresh air and a couple of drinks just to wash that breath of fresh air down. A couple of pizzas. I mean, we're living the dream, aren't we?
Absolutely. When we hear words like that, we know we're doing a good job.
And could you just ask the people at the bar next time I'm back not to charge me double? Tamara, look, thank you very much. You've done a great job and you're doing a great job, and keep it up. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. We'll see you soon.
Tragically, each year people lose their lives on Queensland beaches, leaving families and loved ones heartbroken and devastated. But the sad reality is, many drownings can be prevented. Please, put safety first and only swim between the red and yellow flags, for your sake and theirs.
This is Kurrawa TV. The operations manager at Kurrawa Surf Club, or Kurrawa Club, is Tracy Gardner. Tracy, hello.
Hi Mike, how you going?
Good. Now, I've got to ask you what you're doing down there. Are you about to go surfing?
I am.
No, come on. Because we set this up before and I thought I'd just get you. So, can you surf? Really?
No, I can't. I have tried it. I have had a couple of lessons and it was a great day, lots of laughs, lots of fun, but I'm lacking that that gene that...
The balance thing.
Stand up on a board.
And you know there are things below the board that go snap. So you don't want to meet those things. So
thanks.
Now, let's leave the frivolity alone and move on to what's happening with the club.
Oh, we've always got things going on around the club. Just last week we had a couple of our Surf Lifesaving members, Graeme, Byrne and Rob Pollock, both have appeared on Kurrawa TV, and they were awarded life membership last week for everything that they do around the club. We've united with News Corp, and we will now have all the newspapers available for our members and guests through our internal Wi-Fi when you're in the venue. With the COVID restrictions, we can't offer newspapers to members and guests while they're in the club. But now that we've teed up with News Corp, who have been working with Surf Lifesaving Queensland and Clubs Queensland to provide that service to the public.
The only thing is you need to teach them how to use a computer. Good luck on that one. So what else is happening with the club?
We have trivia every week. Pre-COVID it was twice a month. Now trivia is every week, but make sure you get online and book because the spots fill up quite quickly. We're doing some great specials every month available to our members through our newsletter. We've got a wine tasting coming up.
A lot of great
you really
things.
got to stay in touch with the club and keep up to date with what's going on.
Fantastic club. If somebody wants to find out more about it, what should they do?
Head to our website. You can book online from the website www.kurrawasurf.com.au. Book a bistro table. Check out the menu, check out the specials, everything that you need, links to Kurrawa TV, everything that you need.
Yeah.
Our website.
I mean, Kurrawa TV, it'll have a Logie, Emmy. I mean, the world's our oyster.
That's all right.
I don't like oysters. Good luck with your surfing. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you again very shortly. Tracy Gardner, the backbone.
Thanks, Mike.